It's a brand new season for the New Zealand Rally Championship. And looking at the four-wheel drive entry list for the first event of the year, the Otago Rally, it's going to be one of the most competitive in years. Any one of 10 or 12 drivers look capable of winning events and the championship. Current New Zealand Rally champion Hayden Padan is entered in the Asia Pacific category at Otago Rally, but not in the New Zealand Championship. He reckons that the national title fight has no clear-cut favourite.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a close championship. It's I'm actually really interested to see who's going to come out on top, and there's probably anyone in the top 10 who's capable of podiums on every rally. So it's going to be not only about speed but consistency. You can't drop around this year, so the guys that can clock up points on every rally, I think will be there or thereabouts at the end. So it's going to be a very, very close battle.
Prior to the start ramp at Dunedin's Octagon, we catch up with some of the leading contenders for their thoughts.
It's a fantastic championship, and it's getting better and better every year, and the competition's getting stronger and stronger. So it's going to be a pretty tough season, and really looking forward to starting off at Dunedin Rally. It's probably one of the best ones in the country.
First stage of a long championship. It's Ben and I, our first chance in the car together, so at speed. So yeah, it's a long event, and we'll be getting into it. The car's feeling great though, so yeah, should be good.
Creaney's made himself unavailable for the event, so right place, right time for me, and got the call up as soon as I found out, and made it happen from there.
Yeah, awesome rally. I mean, it's so cresty, it's so fast. It's probably one of the hardest rallies that we have this year, to tell you the truth. And the weather isn't playing ball. It's slippery as anything out there.
Oh, I'm looking forward to getting into it. I was pretty much in the same shoes as last year, but I've got a bit more experience now. I've learnt a lot since I was last here 2 years ago.
Are you going to be pushing your dad?
We'll see how we go.
Well, when he can beat me, I'll hang my boots up, that's for sure. There's a lot of rounds, there's 6 rounds to it, so, just get through this one and see where we're sitting. We've got Whangarei in a few weeks' time, so, yeah, we're really looking forward to it.
We've never been down to Otago, so this is all new, but last year we did South Canterbury and Coromandel, so that really helps out, but totally different rally here, so I've been learning lots.
The action gets going early Saturday morning with the 11-kilometre Whare flat stage. And as if to confirm just how tight it's going to be through the season, Brendan Reeves and Dylan Turner are equal fastest for the stage. Ben Hunt in the Hydrolink Subaru is 3.8 seconds slower than the leading pair, while fourth fastest is Matt Summerfield in the Brian Green Property Group Mitsubishi Mirage. Emma Gilmour arrives at the end of the stage, clocking the 6th fastest time.
Good morning, Emma. Oh, everything okay?
Flat tyre in the rear.
When did that happen?
Halfway through.
Okay. The car's working okay other than that? Let you go. Flat tyre. Get the flat tyre.
Unfortunately, there's a bigger problem. An overheating engine that forces Gilmour to retire for the day. Rana Horan's event is off to a bad start too. His Skoda R5 ends up crawling through the stage after he rolls over, and then after the finish he has to attempt roadside repairs. Unfortunately, there's too much damage, and he and co-driver Michael Connor are forced to withdraw. On the 34-kilometre Berwick stage, Reeves takes the lead. Remarkably, even though he's been driving to preserve a broken exhaust, he finishes the stage 17 seconds faster than Turner. Summerfield moves up to 3rd in the Mirage, with Phil Campbell in his Ford Fiesta AP4 car starting to come into contention in 4th. Hunt drops down the order to 6th with brake problems and falls over a minute behind the lead.
Well this morning, Ben?
Yeah, it was in the first stage, but I lost quite a bit of time, and I had no brake pedal for about 10k, and about 2k from the finish it came back, so God knows what's going on there, but I had to cruise on the fast stuff up the top, so a bit of a shame, but it was a long rally.
Stephen Barker, driving a Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 9, moves up to 5th. Stage 4 is Koori Bush, a 15-kilometre test that's a world-class classic rally stage, super fast with numerous crests to test the bravery of the competitors. Hunt is the fastest of the Nzrc drivers through the stage, moving up from 6th to 3rd overall, and to within 47 seconds of second place Turner. Josh Marston, who had lost over 5 minutes earlier in the day with electrical problems in his Holden Barina, is now pushing hard to climb back up the leaderboard and is rewarded with 4th fastest for the stage. There's drama though for Summerfield. As we see from Dylan Thompson's in-car camera, Summerfield's Mirage is parked on the side of the road with a puncture. The time lost drops him 20 places, down to 23rd overall.
Man, obviously you had some kind of drama in there. Talk us through it.
Yeah, just puncture, just been a spectator point, that's about midway, and nightmare changing me, lightning. So, oh well.
At the head of the field, after 5 stages, Reeves has increased his lead on Turner to 33 seconds. But then, on stage 6, Reeves' brilliant start to his New Zealand Rally Championship campaign comes to an end.
Then 8 plus right. Engine's hot.
Yeah, what happened is the alternator bracket broke, and the alternator also drives, or the belt drives the water pump as well. So the engine got a little bit hot and we couldn't fix it. So we drove through stage 6. We tried to fix it but we couldn't, so we had to pull out. So very disappointed when we had a 33-second lead.
With Reeves' retirement, Turner takes over the lead, the Audi driver pushing hard in the final 2 gravel stages of the day. He wins both of them as he fights to stay ahead of Hunt, now only 11 seconds behind. There's huge disappointment for Stephen Barker, who gets to 4th overall at the end of stage 7, only to retire soon after with engine problems. So at the end of day 1, it's tied at the top of the leaderboard, with Turner leading Hunt by 11.5 seconds. Campbell is 3rd, 1 minute and 24 seconds behind. 4th and 5th are the father and son Hawkeswood team in their Mazdas, while a controlled drive from Job Quantock sees him 6th in the category.
It's always hard, like you think, man, you can come here and take your time. It's like first rally up, you're rusty as a nail, and these guys are going crazy. So it's like, you're forced into it straight away. You got to push hard straight away. So there's no easing into it, which is disappointing. And today was a bit more like a sprint. The pace was fast. It's I guess Hayden's going fast, so that always pushes you as well. So I mean we'll try as hard as we can tomorrow.
It was a good day. Stage 2 was a bit interesting with no brakes for the last 20 kilometres, but that's motorsport, and we dug pretty deep in the 3 stages after that to try and claw a bit of time back. So Tony and I had fun in the car, and just seemed like it was last year all again. So we're having heaps of fun, and the boys did a good job changing the brakes over after stage 2. Cars ran faultlessly. It's probably just me, getting used to it again and all that, but no, having a ball and looking forward to tomorrow's stages.
We couldn't really have hoped for better. The car's still fairly new to us. We did a little bit in it last year, but over the off season we've given it a full rebuild, so haven't really driven it since then. But today it went perfect, and everything seems to go in exactly the way we want at the moment. The roads down here are awesome. Probably not the easiest rally for the start of a championship, as you say, with just being so technical and so fast. I haven't been as brave as what I maybe should have today, which sort of shows in the times a little bit, but it gives us something to work on tomorrow. There's some real fast stages tomorrow, so we'll be trying hard again.
Day 2 of Otago Rally is run north of Dunedin, on 7 stages based around Oamaru and Palmerston. On the first stage of the day, Hunt reels in Turner to take the lead by 6 seconds and gradually increases the gap through the day. There's a change for 4th place too, as Andrew Hawkeswood's Mazda sustains a puncture on stage 9 and loses over 90 seconds. Enough for son Jack to move up from 5th to 4th overall. Jack's spot near the top though is short-lived. A few stages later he plummets down the order, when an exhaust manifold splits. There's drama too for 6th place Quantock, who retires with mechanical problems at the end of stage 11. After several years in the two-wheel drive class, Dylan Thomson is having his first event in a more powerful four-wheel drive car. He's adjusted well to the extra power and traction, but unfortunately a wheel bearing issue on stage 12 drops him down to 8th overall. At the front of the field, Hunt continues to set fastest times, increasing his lead on Turner to over a minute by the final control. Campbell has maintained his pace throughout the day to secure a podium spot, while Andrew Hawkeswood recovers from his stage 9 puncture to finish 4th overall in the four-wheel drive category. After an early setback on stage 1, Marston fights his way back into contention, finishing 5th. Summerfield shows what could have been if not for his stage 4 puncture. He's second fastest for day 2 stages, climbing back up the order to finish 6th overall. A controlled drive from Kingsley Jones in his Skoda Fabia R5 sees him home in 7th place. The leaderboard is a who's who of likely contenders for this year's title. It's a comprehensive first round win for Hunt, with Turner bringing his Audi home in a solid 2nd, and a great comeback result for Phil Campbell on his return to the championship, claiming 3rd.
Can't get a better start than that. You know, obviously Hayden takes a bit of the limelight away with the overall rally win, but you know, he's a world-class driver and did a world-class act today and yesterday, so it's pretty special to have him racing in New Zealand, and it pushes us, and I bet it pushes everyone else as well. So, you know, it's actually, Tony was saying on the way here, it's actually pretty scary how fast the Subaru is going, you know, considering its weight and what we're carrying around. So, yeah, you know, it's a full credit to the boys at Speed Hub Motorsport and all the guys on the Ben Hunt Motorsport team. They do a fantastic job, and, you know, we had a few little dramas yesterday, but they sorted it out pretty quickly, and, you know, we're straight back on it.
I don't know if I'm happy or relieved. It's that last stage was just crazy. The compressions in the car and the jumps. I think we spent more time off the ground than we did on, you know. But yeah, really happy to be second. You know, it was a great weekend. We just didn't have the guts to keep up with Ben today. Ben had huge pace, and you know, I mean, good on him. He had a measured effort, did really well. And but we're stoked to be second. Good start to the championship for us.
Yeah, it's been awesome for us. 3rd for Nzrc, we couldn't be happier with that. Today's been pretty challenging. We didn't go as fast as we would have liked, but the car's here in one piece, and we've got a few things to work on for Whangarei. I've still got an electrical issue. It's an intermittent thing, so it's pretty hard to find. Sometimes the car's going awesome, and then it just cuts out. So on this fast, real cresty stuff, it's pretty scary with a car that you can't rely on 100% to have all that power there when you need it. So we backed off quite a bit today just to make sure we got it here this afternoon.
Don't take my trophy. I don't have many.
Following the finish celebrations, there are some additional awards made, recognising a couple of outstanding drives that went unrewarded. First up is Australian Brendan Reeves, who was leading the rally by over 30 seconds, despite it being his first time at the event, when terminal trouble struck. On stage 6, his Fiesta suffered a mechanical failure that put him and co-driver sister Rhianon out of the event. It was a hella moment that changed the course of the event. Jack Hawkeswood and Alex Parkin were running as high as 4th, until engine problems dropped them down the order to 9th. Their efforts, though, are recognised. Theirs is voted the Dunlop drive of the event. Be sure to join us for the next event in the Brian Green Property Group New Zealand Rally Championship, the International Rally of Whangarei.